What's up, guys? Now, in this podcast, I want to talk to you guys about basically getting up and getting your own business started. Now, if 2020 didn't tell you anything, it should have told you that basically you need your own business, whether it's um face to face or online. You need your own business. Most of the loans and grants and things that were given out in 2020 was to small business owners, that already had something there, basically. You didn't even have to have, you know, that much money. If you hadn't brought in that much money, that wasn't even a factor. People was getting unemployment and had been getting unemployment ever since it started in 2020. And so, this podcast here, now I won't be giving you the steps in this podcast, but I will be giving you that extra little push that you may need and, giving you some things to think about. Now, a lot of people was so concerned about, how they were going to make ends meet. And I know a lot of people like, working your regular 9 to 5, and nothing is wrong with that. And it's a lot of people out like me that just was not built for it. Now, not to say that I don't have a regular job just like everyone else, because I do. And I make sure that I always keep something almost like a side hustle. Sorry about that. I always make sure I keep something like a side hustle. I always make sure I keep something going on the side so that I know that I will be bringing in money no matter what. But having your own business or businesses speaks volumes. Now, I know you guys know about the incident with the PPP loans and everyone getting them. And it was almost like the government or the Small Business Administration was handing them out just like they were nothing. And a lot of people end up feeling the brunt of that because they felt like that they were going to apply for the PPP loan and did not have a business whatsoever. They felt like they were just going to get up and create a business out of the thin blue sky and just say they had a business and got all this money back. It was a lot of YouTube content creators telling people that it was totally fine and they could go for these grants and loans. Me, on the other hand, I have a couple of different businesses, and a couple, some of them is doing a little bit better than others. And that's just something that I'm working on. Now, in 2020, I also created a brand new business and it is going really good. I'm getting the website set up and different things like that. And if you guys go on my website, you'll see it somewhere on there. But this is why I tell you guys it's so important that if you do work, your regular 9 to 5, if you have a career, if you have a job, whatever you want to call it, you need to start thinking of some type of business that you can have where you can sell either physical, a physical product, or a digital product to consumers and make it where it is where you can sell locally and you can sell online. Now, things take time. Everything takes time. A lot of people think that if you just get up and you put something together that everyone is supposed to run just because you're you, and that's just not the way it happens. There's a lot of people that don't have a huge following, and it's a lot of people that do have a huge following, and some people won't buy your product because you're you, no matter who you are. And some people will buy your product because you're you. Everything take time. Don't be one of those people if you do get up and get, or let me say, I'm not going to say that. When you do start thinking about your business and you actually get up and you get things going, whether it's a course, whether it's a digital good, or a digital product or a physical product, don't be one of those people that think you can just throw things together or take someone else's ideas and just throw it out there, because your hard work is not their hard work. The way they feel about a product, you're not going to feel about a product. So don't get out there and just start taking ideas, or you think someone else's idea is the idea that you want to go with, and so you start basically doing the exact same thing as them, because for one, they can have a trademark and that will screw you up, or for two, you can get called out on it. And I know a lot of people that that happened to in 2020 also. So what am I telling you? Take your time. Everything takes time before you get great at doing it. I've been working on physical products to sell, and I'm telling you guys, I went through so many different logos for my products until I think I have everything kind of perfect now. But I went through so many different logos that I created on my own, but I just went through so many. So it takes time. You're also going to have self control. You're going to have self control when you want to get up and go out and do what everyone else is doing. Or you may just want to lay back in bed. Sorry about that. You may want to just lay back in bed and chill and, just wait till tomorrow. You're going to have self control and know that it's things that has to be done for you to reach the success that you want to reach. You also want to follow a schedule and be consistent. You don't want to just do things, wake up in the morning and say, I'll do XYZ today and I'll do ABC tomorrow. You want to make sure that your schedule for the week, you almost mapped it out like, or it's not almost like, you are mapping this out like it's your job. This is your dream job. It can be a hobby. This is something that you're doing to, bring you in more income, to make you more successful. You need to have a schedule at the beginning of the week. You have to schedule around doctor's appointments, schedule around normal things that you would do. Try to set you up a certain amount of hours and you work within those hours. Don't get any phone calls. You know, just zen in on those things that you want to accomplish. And stay off of social media, especially if you have some type of product, good or service, and you want to see what everyone else is doing. That's the worst thing to do in being a creator and being a business owner, trying to see what other people are doing before you even create anything on your own. Now, after you create what you're creating and you want to go back and you want to see what everyone else is doing, just to tweak your product, or you see is where something you can be doing that no one else is doing, that's fine. But don't go in and basically trying to find out what everyone else is doing first, because you set yourself up for failure, because you're going to end up, trying to pull their style. And I've seen that happen 1,000 times in people selling courses and doing these little membership societies. They try to pull off of everyone else before creating their product, and so they end up looking like everyone else and wonder why they're not making money. Now, let's see, I'm reading over my notes for you guys. Now, if you have more than one thing that you have to accomplish, set different days of the week to work on each one individually. Guys, just like I told you, I have a physical product, or I have physical products that I am setting up to sell. I got this started in 2020. I have courses that's coming. I have a membership society that I have that's coming, that's going to be tied in with my YouTube and my podcast. And I have, to work on my individual YouTubes. And so, well, my YouTube channels, let me put it like that. That sounded a little funny, but you want to set individual dates and times that you work on each one of those. Let's see, do I have anything else? Hmm. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is basically take your time. Take your time. This is your craft, this is your business. And I'll see you guys on the next business podcast, where I will go over some steps that you can follow to get your business up and going. See you guys later.